Looped out to center field, getting down in a hurry, and it drops in for a base hit. One run in, a second run in, it's bobbled in the outfield. And it's a two-run single for Kyle Jones, and it's a tie game in Gainesville.
We got a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Watch, this ball just rides in on Kyle Jones' hands. He keeps him in, though. Muscles it out to center field. A heck of a read by Landon Stripling at second base. He knew that ball was falling. He scores from second easily. Kay Curling gets to third base. You got first and third for the Gators. 2 outs. Gators keep coming up big with 2-out hits.
Here's Lawson, struck out on 3 pitches his first time. Grounded off the glove of Cavill, but he keeps it in front of him. He'll touch first base, and that will do it. 2-run score for the Gators. They have tied it up here in the second in the Gainesville Regional Final.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions, with exclusive access and highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
All new drinks are here, from crafted sodas to refreshers. Who knew ice-cold drinks could be so fire? Try them all now at McDonald's.
When a child is fighting a critical illness, one truth touches us all. Every child deserves a childhood. A wish sparks a ripple of hope that transforms communities far and wide. And when we grant wishes together, we create a movement of kindness, strength, and unity. Become a wish maker today and be part of a journey that truly changes lives.
Every act of change begins with a neighbor. When neighbors connect through the Feeding America network, small actions ripple into lasting impact. Feeding America, led by neighbors. Take action to end hunger now at feedingamerica.org.
Take a look at the bracket, and we bring in the Hattiesburg Regional because the winner of this regional will take on the winner of the Hattiesburg Regional. The regional host, Southern Miss, already knocked out of the tournament. So an unseeded team will take on either Florida or Troy in the Super Regional round coming up later this week.
Yeah, right now you got UVA, Jacksonville State, the Gamecocks. 47 wins on the season. They're up 4-0 in the top of the 6. Virginia's got 2 guys on, nobody out though, so it's not going to make it easy.
Bottom of the second, a reminder, Troy the home team. Peterson throws ball 1 to Drew Nelson. 2-0. Nelson was the DH in game 1 today against Miami, the second elimination game won by Troy. Left field here in this game, 309 on the season. 6 runs batted in the regional. Three and one. Grounded to the first baseman, Stripling, 1 down. This is your first time catching the Troy Trojans. They played a very competitive non-conference schedule. Their strength of schedule overall 6th in Division I. Now they come from a conference, the Sun Belt, that produced 5 teams in this 64-team field.
Oh, it was a true Fun Belt this year with those
That's
5
right.
teams getting in.
So those 5 teams get in, and they were the first team out last year on Selection Monday. So they upped the schedule. Skylar Meade playing some tough teams, and They came into this regional with a record of 32-29. You look at a team, 29 losses. Man, that's a lot. But they were rewarded for scheduling hard.
Yeah, non-con strength of schedule was number 2 overall. They're the first team that's a non-Power 4, Power 5 to have a top 10 overall strength of schedule in the last 10 years.
First trip to the tournament since 2023. They've won 2 tournament games for the 3rd time in this current format. That's out of play off the bat of Darnell. Do the 0-2 again.
Yeah, they had series versus Mercer. They went to Mississippi State for a midweek game. They played Campbell. They played a tournament that had Georgia and East Carolina. Played at Vanderbilt. Played at Alabama. At Southern Miss. I mean, they went. They heard the critics. This is what you have to do. They did exactly that, and they got rewarded. And now they're playing in a regional final.
They won at Georgia 6-5 in 12 innings. You mentioned taking on Alabama. Off speed, nasty for the strikeout. Darnell retired. First strikeout for Peterson.
This is a filthy hook right here. Boy, it's out of the hand. There's no recognition right there from Darnell. He sees fastball and it just falls off the table. If he gets that working, it's going to be a long night.
Here's Jay Boroff, who's hit a couple of long home runs already today. He takes strike 1. Point out the strength of schedule too, because when we talked to Troy at the start of this regional, they made it clear, full respect for Florida and every other team in this regional, but when you go through that all season long, you're playing a tough conference team opponent, a tough non-conference opponent. You're ready for this. This is something that's not new to you. You're not going to be intimidated at all by playing an SEC team or an ACC team.
Yeah, that's something where, like you said, the team getting off the bus with the name on the front of their jersey is not going to intimidate Troy. They've been like that. That's kind of been their MO. This is one of those teams that's going to go out there and play hard. If they don't get beat, it's not just because they were scared at all. It's just because maybe they got out-talented or out-executed.
The 1-2. Little half swing to third. It's a fair ball, throwing off balance. Great pick at first by Stripling to retire the side. Florida getting it done with the defense. Good play at third. Surowick. The great catch at first by Stripling. We'll talk with their head coach, Kevin O'Sullivan, next.
When people are betting on you, every pass, every shot, it's not just the coach in your ear. It's the comment sections, the DMs, the losers who make threats and harass you. But this isn't their game to play, it's yours. The NCAA is drawing the line, educating about the dangers of sports betting, tracking online threats, and protecting the integrity of the game. See all the ways the NCAA puts student athletes first.
All new drinks are here, from crafted sodas to refreshers. Who knew ice-cold drinks could be so fire? Try them all now at McDonald's.
The path to your dreams isn't always clear, but with guidance and support, let UNCF light the way to and through college, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Kevin O'Sullivan joining us right now. Kevin, the inning ended. Good pick at first by Stripling. Just one error in this regional, one in the entire SEC tournament. What have you liked about that part of your team's play as of late in the field?
Yeah, it certainly has gotten better as the season's gone on. That was probably one of our biggest things that we needed to work on, the first half of the year, but it certainly has gotten better as the season's gone on.
Coach, we've obviously harped on just the offensive explosion last night and the 5 home runs. Is that one of those games, one of those innings in that 8th inning, something that you've seen before?
No, I've not seen it before, and probably won't see it again for a long time. But it was just one of those weird nights, and Ball was carrying pretty good to right center field and the left center field. So, yeah, it was just one of those nights.
We appreciate it, Kevin. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, guys.
Could have added, don't know if we'll see it again anytime soon, but it'd be nice to see it.
Yes, it would.
Because that was...
I mean, was it 3 or 4 in a row? It was 3 in a row?
3 in a row.
Okay.
5 in the inning.
That's right.
7 for the game.
And I felt like it was just enough pitches, maybe like every 2 pitches or something, because like the crowd, they explode. Then they were able to take a deep breath, and then another pitch explode again. It was like they just couldn't keep up with how many home runs they were hitting.
I will say the crowd rallied. O'Sullivan pointed out after the game because it got loud, especially when Miami pitchers were struggling with their control a little bit. They were trying to put that home field advantage to work, and that crowd kept it going in the 8th inning as the runs continued to pile up.
Yeah, they sure did. And when the Miami pitcher, I forget who it was, finally threw a strike, the crowd was like, oh, like they were just so upset that he threw a strike. They wanted to keep yelling after every ball.
Didn't Miami use 9 pitchers?
9 pitchers. Yeah, the box score looked like a spring training card. I think they unleashed every single hitter and 9 pitchers.
Sear leading things off. Hit by a pitch his first time. Maybe the loudest noise during the home run barrage by Florida was provided by Blake Sear as he was going around the bases. We couldn't hear him, but we could see that he was pretty fired up for doing that against his former team, the Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah, not too often you see guys deep inside of a rivalry switch schools. But Blake Sear left Miami, came to Florida. Well, you know that home run had to feel sweet as he was rounding the bases.
Another 3-2. Good pitch from Ellingworth. Doing a good job. Gets the first out of the 3rd.
But both these pitchers, when it looks up the analytics, talked about the induced vertical break, IVB, that ball's got 20+ inches. And so when you have the velocity and you can pitch above the belt, it just looks so good for the hitters. They see it coming. They think they can get there. And the ball just has that sense of like it's continuing to rise.
Up at 45 pitches, he threw 48 against Southern Miss in the Sun Belt tournament. His most recent appearance before the regional. Fly ball to the right fielder. Markham's got it. Surwick is done on 1 pitch. 2 down. He's gone above the 50 pitch mark a couple of times this season, so probably getting in the area where it's comfortable, but the bullpen's quiet. And as you said, when you're playing your 4th game of a regional, you go right past 40, 50, 60, whatever it takes, and how long you can go will be much welcome for a Troy team that used just 2 pitchers today, but they've had to use a lot of pitchers in the previous 2 games.
Yeah, this is a situation where obviously you're not going to hurt somebody, but if you're Skylar Meade, Cooper Ellingworth is going to have to ask me to come out of the ballgame. if the score is what it is, if it's close within reach, he's going to have to say, Coach, I can't go.
1-1 to McDonald. That's out of play. It's 1-2. I have seen nothing so far where Skylar Meade would say, hey, how you feeling?
Right. Well,
have you had enough? Because he's pitching great right now.
And you have guys where they'll ask each inning, which he's probably doing just because he is a guy that hasn't been stretched out. But there's also superstitious coaches that unless it's time to take you out, they're not going to talk to you.
I don't know. Skylar doesn't strike me as that kind of guy. I don't think he goes silent with anybody, especially us. You'll see he's the fastest headset wearer in the business.
So he did a good job right there.
He did. Fly ball to right. I think Skylar's going to be anxious to get the headset on as Markham gets under it. A 1-2-3 inning. He's going to be excited to talk about the pitching of Cooper Ellingworth and the play of his team in this elimination game. Headset going on. We'll talk with Skylar when we come back to Get It, Gainesville.
College sports fans, get ready for game day with officially licensed merchandise from the NCAA official online shop. Shop NCAAsports.com. Get the whole family geared up with the best collection of apparel and accessories, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, headwear, championship gear, and more. Visit the NCAA shop for today's special offer and rep your favorite team now. Only at shopncaasports.com.
They always say, think happy thoughts. It's easy when you're a Wendy's Cookie Dough Frosty Fusion. I'm an instant dopamine hit. Get it? Dopamine. Like cookie dough. I said like cookie dough. Happiness is a Cookie Dough Frosty Fusion at Wendy's.
The path to your dreams isn't always clear, but with guidance and support, let UNCF light the way to and through college, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Skylar Meade has his Troy Trojans in the regional final against Florida. He's got Cooper Ellingworth on the mound. What has impressed you about Cooper so far, Skylar?
Well, I don't think the dugout's listening, so we're flipping script on some usage things, and Cooper's executing. He's going to have to continue to execute against these cats. There's no doubt about it. But so far, so good. Just you gotta earn, gotta flip sides, gotta change levels. There's no doubt.
Well, it seemed like Jimmy Janicki was on the cusp. He's had some really good at-bats, just quite hadn't barreled up a ball. What was the talk to him leading up to that swing right there? Because he absolutely got every piece of that fastball.
I said hit a home run.
That's a good coaching right there. Elite. All right, get to third base. You got a coach out there.
Yeah, I'll be faster than the last time. There's no
good.
doubt. Thank you, boys.
All right, here we go.
I think Houston Markham just bought him a little time in the box. Yes, sir. Good finish, broke the tape. 2-3 maybe to get to the box. Ooh. Houston Markham puts a charge in one. That's carrying. That's gone. Second home run of the day. The number 9 hitter delivers. And Troy got to the coach's box just in time for the handshake. 3-2 Trojans.
Well, Eric, you just said it. Second home run of the day, but he's got more today than he came in with. He had one coming into play. He had one in the first game. Now he's got one right here. I mean, this is just a short, compact swing. He's got some juice, man. That ball's a no-doubter. And Skylar Meade, yeah, gives him the thumbs up as he's rounding. He made there just in time. Got to let the boys in the bullpen know.
Strike one to Paisecki, who grounded to second his first time. Peterson gave up 7 home runs in the season. He's given up 2 to Troy here so far in the first 3 innings.
You're with me. I was going right there. He's got 70.
That's a bloop out the left. It's going to be off the glove of the shortstop. Lawson made a long run, couldn't haul it in, and Paisecki's aboard.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. He's got 79 innings, 7 home runs, just out of the reach. I thought Lawson was going to make that play. Very athletic shortstop. So, I mean, he's given up a home run every 10 innings. And the fact that they've touched him for 2 so far in a little over 2 innings shows you just how well the ball is traveling here in Gainesville.
Yeah, something Kevin O'Sullivan said about the home runs last night really carrying out to right center field. Looks to be the case today on the 2 Markham home runs.
Markham said, I'm going to disagree. Said, well, that's the kind of pop I got.
I'm not disputing the pop. I'm just saying there's the right center power alley there that things are carrying, and then there's where Janicki went earlier with that. If you had a 40-mile-per-hour headwind, that's still going out. Mentioned it before, Russell Sandifer against Ryder was really good. Aiden King was amped up. Miami got to him, got him out of the game yesterday, and now Peterson has given up 3 runs so far as he works here in the bottom of the 3rd. Fouled off by Pine. 1-2 the count to the senior third baseman who flied to right his first time. Line shot to left, hard hit single by Pine. 3 hits in the inning for Troy.
Boy, Josh Pine, that's a really good at bat. That was a slider, bottom of the zone. It's almost like he was sitting on it. I mean, with the stuff that Peterson has, you have to respect the 98. He's got the 12-6 hook. We saw that to Darnell. And then he throws that slider down and Pine all over it.
Ball 1 to Cavill. Singleton scored in the first. Came in on the Janicki 2-run shot. For Pine, his 8th hit of the regional, his 5th hit today after going 4 for 5 with a home run against Miami in the 9-6 win in that elimination game for the Trojans. 2-0. Out of play, 2-1. Ball 3.
Spot where if I'm Cavill, you're going to get a pitch to hit because we know who's on deck.
Mile high pop-up, Lawson, the shortstop, is under it. Infield fly rule in effect as he takes a couple steps onto the outfield grass. 1 down.
A nice job right there by Peterson. The fastball up in the zone, not allowing Cavill to get that ground ball. A lot of times you get that lefty to go out there and hook a ground ball. He's able to move the runners over, so he does a good job keeping that ball up and away from him.
Janicki hit a 440-foot home run his first time, and Kevin O'Sullivan's going to come to the mound. Not that Peterson needs to be reminded of what Janicki did last time. That left a mark, but just to make sure everyone's on the same page, we'll remind you by showing you that shot in the first.
Yeah, this ball was 114 off the bat. You'd asked what's to like about him. You see how fast the hands went through the zone. When that, like, there's some really good power right there.
Getting set to face Peterson for a second time. Markham with the home run to lead things off here in the third to put Troy on top. Pisecki and Pine back-to-back singles. And it's strike 1 to Janicki. Oh, 0-2.
I was thinking he wasn't going to go on the inside part of the plate, but that's where it looks like the thought is. I mean, that's 97, enter third. Right here, 0-2, maybe go a little bit further. Use that aggressiveness from Janicki. A little bit further in, a little bit further up.
They go away, missing the mark. It's 1-2.
You know, a lot of times you can feel like, hey, well, that pitch was a purpose pitch. I don't think it necessarily was because he fouled it off, took a good swing on it.
Fly ball, foul ground, right field. Yost couldn't get there. Stripling went out as well, but it drops in foul.
See, I like that one. That one's the perfect pitch. Got in there enough, he jammed him. Now you open up that slider down and away. Slider's actually been hittable. Might go to the breaking ball. Big 12-6 hook.
Goes with a fastball, and Janicki sends it to right center field. It's carrying again, and it's gone again. 3-run shot, Jimmy Janicki off of Liam Peterson. (6-2) Troy in Gainesville.
This is exactly how you teach hitting. You always have to be ready for the fastball. This is 98 on the inside part of the plate. Janicki just keeps the hands in. There's no stride. He said that's been the biggest thing this year. He's spread out, haven't taken away the stride, and he's been able to put the ball in the air more, and he shows how strong he is, drives that ball into the Gator bullpen again, extending the lead for Troy to 6-2. Don't have to get over by far.
Into the empty Florida bullpen, by the way. No one working down there, so it's the third inning. Peterson's given up 6. He's going to keep going here. Although Troy has figured something out with the 3 home runs already today. 19 home runs, 82 RBI now for Janicki. He's got 5 RBIs today. 2-run shot in the first, 3-run shot in the third. Quick celebration, back to work, getting the shin guards on. Catcher's life. Called strike 3. Meyer caught looking. 2 down.
Yeah, he's got the good hook today. This is what surprised me, that he tried to go back to the fastball to Janicki. He'd already tied him up a couple different times. When you got that hook at the top of the strike zone and you mix in the fastball like he has, that's the combo that he wants to be with.
Drew Nelson grounded to first in the second. Miami last night scored 10 runs off of Florida pitching. Ryder scored 7 runs off of Florida pitching in game 1. Troy has scored 6 already off Gator pitching here in the third game for Florida. (0-2) to Drew Nelson. Gets him. Third strikeout, but 2 home runs in the inning for Troy. Markham and Janicki go deep. 6-2 Troy.
They always say, think happy thoughts. It's easy when you're a Wendy's Cookie Dough Frosty Fusion. I'm an instant dopamine hit. Get it? Dopamine. Like cookie dough. I said like cookie dough. Happiness is a Cookie Dough Frosty Fusion at Wendy's.
When a child is fighting a critical illness, there's one truth that touches us all. Every child deserves a childhood. A wish is more than one joyful moment. It sparks a ripple of hope that transforms communities far and wide, even yours. When we grant wishes together, we unlock something bigger. An irresistible movement of kindness, strength, and unity. A spark that uplifts us all.
The whole spirit of what Make-A-Wish is and does, that isn't just life-changing for one individual or one family. That is world-changing.
Become a wishmaker today and be part of a journey that truly changes lives.
It's 4 words no parent should ever hear.
Your child is sick.
But Starlight has taught us 4 other words that make all the difference.
Healing begins with happiness. Learn more at starlight.org.
It's a warm day in Gainesville, and the ball is jumping right now for Troy. 2 home runs in that 3rd inning.
Yeah, Houston Markham got one. Jimmy Jack Janicki got his 2nd one. It's a good feeling around the bases when you got 2 home runs, 19 on the year. He's got 5 RBI. And look at that. And got the shades behind the plate.
6-2 as we head to the 4th. Line drive into the glove of the shortstop, Paiseki. Bowen retired on 1 pitch.
Touched a little bit on Eric what Skylar Meade talked about. Cooper Ellingworth flipping the script. Coming into play, he's over 65% fastball. That was a fastball out. But what you're seeing, there's a changeup. A lot of breaking balls in fastball counts. Something he hasn't done all year. That's the script. He said you got to do something different, right? The way the Gators have been swinging the bat, we got to change something up. And so far, it's working.
Fly ball to center. Meyer, straightaway center field, has it. Stripling retired. 2 down. Kate Curlin reached on an infield single in the 2nd. Florida had 4 hits in the inning, scored 2 runs. They were scoreless in the 1st. In the 3rd, there's 2 outs, nobody on here in the 4th. Take strike 1. Up and in, and it hits Curlin with 2 down. 2nd hit batter of the day for Ellingworth. He had retired 6 in a row since the Jones 2-run single. Well, you saw Skylar Meade come out. He may want to challenge this. Did it hit the knob?
Look at the run on that fastball. I think he's got it. I think he's got an argument.
I think that's the knob.
Yeah. Well, he walked out. You could hear him. Jimmy, did it hit the knob?
Asking the catcher, Janicki, for a little feedback before requesting the video review. Well, we're getting really tight here. That's the knob of the bat. So it's in the hands of the review center in Pittsburgh. You can see they've got an awesome setup if you want to watch college baseball, just like the Squeeze Play has. But they are taking a look at all the plays in all the regionals. Meanwhile, it looks like that's Kevin O'Sullivan. If just zoom out a little bit on the box on the left, I think he may have gone out just to get a little information from Curland to see
if Curlin's face will give it away. You know, he's trying to sell it. Cavill's like, come on, man. Come on. Still no smile yet from Curlin. No wink yet.
I think they're just getting caught up. Curlin hasn't spent much time at first because he's been jogging past first with the home runs.
3 hits in the regional, 3 homers.
Right. Well, Pittsburgh taking a long look. I just think the replays we saw, it looked like the knob of the bat. Is it enough to overturn it would be the big question.
I'm going to want a bigger sell job from Curlin where you're on the ground, you're shaking the hand.
Maybe that's what O'Sullivan was saying. Next time, sell it better. Here's the call.
Call on the field is overturned to a foul ball. The count is 0-2. Troy will retain their challenge.
So successful challenge for Troy. And Curlin will head back to the plate. You see Janicki just reminding Ellingworth of the count, 0-2, with 2 down. Here in the 4th. Two and two. Count runs full. He's thrown a season-high 60 pitches. Hot shot down the third. Pine on target to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Cooper Ellingworth. Pumped up as he leaves the mound, and can you blame him? Pitching great in Gainesville, up 6-2.
They always say, think happy thoughts. It's easy when you're a Wendy's cookie dough frosty fusion. I'm an instant dopamine hit. Get it? Dopamine? Like cookie dough. I said like cookie dough. Happiness is a cookie dough frosty fusion at Wendy's.
Every act of change begins with a neighbor. When neighbors connect through the Feeding America network, small actions ripple into lasting impact. Feeding America, led by neighbors. Take action to end hunger now at feedingamerica.org.
Please?
Yes.
It's 4 words no parent should ever hear.
Your child is sick. But Starlight has taught us 4 other words that make all the difference.
Healing begins with happiness. Learn more at starlight.org.
Troy in the Gainesville Regional had 1 home run in the first 2 games.
Played at UCLA, now facing her old team. But I'm talking about the tournament history. Texas Tech made it to the Champ Series for the very first time last season. Now they're back in the Women's College World Series, facing the UCLA Bruins, who have been here more than anyone, who have more national championships than anyone.
This could be a huge matchup of the offense. I know we've been talking a lot about the offense coming into this Women's College World Series, but the pitchers, Danielle, have really stepped up. Could this be another game where we see the offenses going head-to-head?
Well, I do think that it's going to be an offensive game, but I do feel like when you think of Texas Tech and the dogs that they have in the circle in Nigeri Kennedy and Caitlin Terry, I don't think they've performed to the standard at which they're expected to perform here. I feel like they've given up a good amount of runs. So to me, it's going to come down to the pitching for Texas Texas Tech. Can they keep a UCLA offense at bay? That's going to be tough.
And they've got two pitchers that have experience here in the Women's College World Series. Okay, Texas Tech warming up. We're so excited to welcome in Lauren Allred, who's had a pretty great tournament, guys. She is hitting .478 in the NCAA tournament. She has reached in every single game, and her team's back is against the wall right now. They're getting set to play in this elimination game against UCLA, and we've seen how fiery and how tough this Texas Tech team is. Lauren, thank you so much for your time. What are you guys talking about getting ready to face UCLA today?
Especially on stage and just playing for each other, really.
Lauren, what about this moment? Talk me through right now, being able to give back to some of the fans that are standing out here in Oklahoma City. We've seen them come out all week long. The crowds have been awesome. But what does this mean to you as a player to be able to give back to some of these fans?
It's a great opportunity experience because I remember being just like them on the and getting autographs as well and coming on the stage and just to be a part, to give back every opportunity. The least I can do for my sport.
Lauren, was there anything you guys have done pre-game? We know you have all the crazy things, the pitching machines, the boxes. Was there anything in particular that we were bringing out to go up against? No, like it's going to go as far as she goes. Yes, do they have other pitchers on staff? For sure. But it's her ability in big games to throw clutch pitches. And you were talking about, I mean, the day before she was a little bit more up. Today I felt like she used such a good spread of all of her stuff. And at this point, everyone knows what you have. So it comes down to, can I confidently throw pitches under pressure, not miss over the heart of the plate, and know that eventually my team is going to be able to come up and have my back. And that late 3-run home run just ignites something different in this team, and they're dangerous.
Yeah, Katie Stewart, the SEC Player of the Year. As we said, she was 0 for 6 at the World Series before that swing. And Madison, this was her second career home run off of Jordy.
It's all about the adjustments, too, that I see for Katie Stewart. And you look at the entire game, what led up to just that one swing? Well, it's taking in information every single at-bat. Even if you don't get the results, you're taking in information. Very first at-bat, she gets a low rise ball in the inner half, and she gets a little bit jammed up. Second at-bat, she goes back upstairs with the rise ball. She flies this one out to center field. So as a batter, you're thinking, Jordy Fromm is trying to get me out on that pitch up in the zone. So what does Katie Stewart do? She goes after it. She gets her barrel out in front of her and just blasts that huge 3-run shot. It's all of those little things that you're taking information in every single pitch. Sorry, Danielle, from the pitcher perspective, but I'm learning from every single pitch that you throw, every out that you get, and I'm almost using that as my game plan as we get later into the game.
Well, I'm almost surprised that they went back there with her third ups with the base, a couple runners on. Like, that's a pressure cooker. If there's one hitter, even if she's over, it is Katie Stewart that I do not want to beat me. Yeah, she's going to go in her third ups with a completely different plan, and we went right back up in her kitchen. Why are we not going with that 72 down? You're not taking me deep on 72 down, but she goes right back up. And if anybody can make that adjustment, it's a hitter like Stewart.
Well, that swing and this Texas team ended the career of the National Player of the Year this season in Jordy Fromm, who just, her career has been fantastic. A couple of titles when she was with Oklahoma, decided to go home and play for her home state team. And this year, the National Player of the Year, does it both ways too, can hit, can pitch. She's been incredible.
She flat out put Nebraska back on the map. It has been over a decade since Nebraska is back here at the Women's College World Series, National Player of the Year for good reason. She is putting up video game numbers on the offensive side of things and in the pitcher circle. What she has done throughout her career and the way that she's almost brought Nebraska back to life is something that softball fans everywhere will always remember.
Yeah, this Nebraska program wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Jordy Fromm. Yes, I know that they had 12 seniors, but if you take her out of this team, they're not going to Super Regionals last year. They are not punching their ticket to Oklahoma City. She is that girl. So hopefully they're going to continue that